Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Psychic Samira, and in today's reading, we're going to look at how did they feel when you last saw each other. And this question has been suggested by one of my beautiful subscribers. And if you have a question in mind, a suggestion in mind for my future readings, please feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm going to choose the ones that I feel intuitively drawn to and read on those questions. So let's begin. And if you felt intuitively guided to click on this video, there must be a message here for you. So how did they feel and what did they think when you last met? When you last saw each other or talked? How did they feel and what did they think? And I'm seeing a wolf, Knight of Cups reversed, Nine of Wands upright, Knight of Swords reversed. A little bit confused, potentially a little bit hurt is what I see here. Almost like internally conflicted with these knights going into opposite directions and being reversed, as well as the Nine of Wands. So internally conflicted, not really knowing how to move forward. And we have the third knight in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles. So we have three knights reversed. Internally conflicted, Temperance reversed. I feel a little sadness from this. I feel a little bit like a loss. Nine of Cups reversed. A little empty and like a loss. But also what I'm seeing here is that this was meant to happen. This was meant to happen. We have the Magician, we have the Hermit, and we have the Hanged Man upright. This was meant to happen. It's an important situation that, although for some reason unpleasant to them, it was either a lesson or something that was meant to catalyze them into change. It was meant to happen. At the same time, I feel like something happened, like a heartbreak, something upsetting happened. But and it happened for a reason. It happened for them to learn something or to change something or to understand something. But I feel like they do not know that. So, sometimes things happen in life that are lessons, that are meant to teach us, that are meant to catalyze us to grow. But a lot of people don't see them and don't recognize them as lessons. They just recognize them as an unfortunate set of events. So they did not recognize that this situation happened for a reason. It happened to teach them something. For example, if somebody has this issue with self-esteem, if they have been criticized as a child and they develop this self-concept, I'm not good enough, energetically, they will attract people into their life who will mirror that to them, who will criticize them even further. They will have this low self-esteem that's going to impact their decisions as well and potentially negatively influence their relationships. When something happens in their relationships because of this issue, it's meant to help them to become aware of the underlying problem. For example, they have low self-esteem and they feel very jealous. They feel very insecure. They become defensive easily. They are, being controlling. So when their partner breaks up with them because of that, that breakup, although painful and unpleasant, is meant to help them look at the root. It's meant to catalyze the change. They need to ask, why did this happen? I was broken up with because I was controlling and became defensive easily and had all these arguments. But why? Because I have that low self-esteem and I need to work on my self-esteem to become a better person, and this is not going to happen. But a lot of people in this individual, they did not recognize that. They just saw this as an unfortunate situation I was broken up with, for example, just because life is unfair. So something happened, you said something, or something happened that they became upset about, and it was meant to be a lesson. It happened for a very good reason, but they are not seeing this. Okay, they will see though. With time, they will see. And I feel like for some of you, you might actually help them to see if you are, in contact, and if you can talk to them, and if you feel guided to, you can help them to see how this situation can be seen as a lesson, can be used as an opportunity to grow and to heal and to become better. Eight of Swords upright. So right now they're kind of, upset in this negative emotion because of what happened. And I feel like they need a little time to cool off, or kind of, for things to settle. Maybe right now is not the good time to come in with your advice and your, perspective. Sometimes people need to be in those negative emotions. They need to feel them, and they do not need advice. They just need somebody to be with them and for these emotions to be validated. But as time passes, I feel like they will either get it by themselves, understand it themselves, how this was meant to happen, how this was a lesson, or you might help them. You might help them to understand it. You might help them to see it. Yes, we have literally the card of help. Judgment, and this will help them to grow. This will help them to grow, but they need to look honestly at the situation. They need to become aware. They need to, stop feeling sorry for themselves and use this as an opportunity to become a better person and to grow. This did not happen because life is unfair and the universe hates them. This happened so they can become aware of something. This happened so they can elevate and grow in some way. Right now, they just need to go through these negative emotions that they're feeling, but as time passes, they will arrive to this understanding, or you can help them. I also feel like this is a message for some of you, for you, not about how they felt, but about how you felt. If somebody broke your heart, ask yourself how this situation is potentially a lesson for me, and not, you're not being given a lesson because you're a bad person and you need to be taught a lesson. It comes from the benevolent place. It comes from this so that you can grow, so that you can heal, so that you can become a better person, so that you can become a happier person. All of us go through this. All of us go through this. Life presents lessons for all of us. This is not about you being good or bad. This is just how things are. This is just how life is. Whenever you face a difficult situation, ask yourself, how can I grow from this? How can I become a better person? How this situation can teach me? And if you do this, you will become better and better and better. You will heal more and more and more. And when bad things happen, they will not debilitate you and make you bitter and make you depressed. They will actually serve as opportunities for your growth. So if you enjoyed this reading, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. And if you would like to get a personal reading, you can find the link for that in the description of this video, as well as if you have a suggestion for my next reading, please drop it in the comments.